Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Mana Talk. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you'll stay and talk. Okay, that's enough of that. Anyway, howdy and aloha, everybody. Welcome to Mana Talk with James. This is the place to come where you can voice your opinion, voice your perspective, your angle, your whatever. Talk about whatever you want. Just talk about it. Just, get it out. Use your words. Hey, Cheryl, welcome. And a lot of people like Cheryl up in the galley over here in the live chat. And people will come on here and they're from all over the country and all over the state and all over the world that we come on here that talk about all kinds of interesting things. Not drama, not stuff. We don't talk about celebrity shit and reality shows too much. But we do talk about weird things every once in a while when we get open forum like tonight. There's a couple of things that I just wanted to go over, and then I'll just open it up real quick. Let's go. Let's go to the... Let me just find it here real quick. Where is it? Where did it go? Yeah, it was about Jimmy Dore. He had a guy on today. His name was Keedy. Tim Keedy, I think was his name. And that was his name. Oh, I'm fucking tired today. Wow, a lot going on this weekend. Built a super cool fence for a buddy of mine, Patrick. And Pablo came by and said hi, brought some beers. And, we finished the job. Anyway, let me get over to this. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this kind of gets me every once in a while when okay, so this is here he is. His name is Jim Keedy. He's a Democrat and he's a progressive. Okay? A Democrat and he's progressive. Okay? I know you guys know where I'm going. You already know where I'm going with this. You already know where I'm going to go, how it's going to be, but I'll just go ahead and do. Chad, what's up, brother? The earth and you are Ohana, my brother. That's right. From another mother. And I think from one from Africa a long time ago. But anyway. Okay, so back to this cat. What actually is happening with this gentleman is he's doing really good. He's definitely got a shot. Let's see if I can... Oh, dang it. I don't think I got to get the sound here in just a second. No, I don't need to get the sound. That's not important. But Jimmy Dore's great. We know that. So let's just get back to him. Jim Keedy. There you go. Okay, then. All right. So, how do I put this? Jimmy Dore, you are fantastic. However, there is I don't know why you continue to plug or advertise for these Democrats. And here, I don't have my glasses, but let me give this. Hang on. I found it. I got it. All right. There you go. I was a little harsh on Jimmy, but I gotta let it out every once in a while because this is where this is going, and I know it. Jim Keedy is a Democrat, soon to be a Dumbocrat. If he wins, he will get co-opted, bought off, hoarded out by the trillions that lay before him of the two-party oligarchy. Just because you say you are progressive, I should have put quote in there, does not mean you are going to stay a progressive, especially within the fortuitous of the DCCC mafia. So, how many times have we heard and then witnessed a Democrat portray that they will do the bidding of their base or constituents? You know, stuff like single payer, $15 an hour, no more wars, and the list goes on how they always get bought, then move away from what we have all wanted for decades. This happens always. How many times does Jimmy need these bricks to land on his head? That's a question for you, Jimmy. Hopefully not as many as I've had, because I've been fooled just as much as you, my friend. If you want to fix the system that continues to do nothing for you, then you've got to get a new group of workers in that system. Okay, preferably for me, this is just my professional opinion, preferably Green Party candidates. Otherwise, you are just supporting the same old crap we've been doing for decades. Again, stop interviewing these so-called quote unquote progressives, please. So what I'm saying is, if you want to fix the system that continues to do nothing for you, then get a new group of workers in the system. That's pretty simple to follow. I'm not talking about a new group of people within the same party, which I kind of should have been a little more specific. I'm actually talking about a totally new party, a new group, a new party in the system that kind of reconfigures things. It changes the dynamics. What are we talking about? Oh, Kathy B. Hey, how you doing? I noticed Jimmy is looking pale and waxy. I guess I didn't even notice that. The deep state's on him. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Chad. I think he said he has a hernia, but I could be wrong. Oh, Ryan's on too now. Oh, I didn't even notice that. But anyway, um, point being, if it's like you keep voting for this and pushing the same. Um, let's say you buy a car. It's a used car, right? And I'm not going to say the name of the brand because there's lots of old cars out there that are pieces of shit. Some new cars that are pieces of shit as well. But you decide that, you know what, I'm going to buy the same car next go round. And sure enough, that same car does the same thing that old car did and the old car you bought before. Or maybe it broke down a lot, it didn't get good gas mileage, or it just was very uncomfortable to drive, and things electronically and, combustion wise or whatever, it just wasn't working well. It's like you keep buying the same piece of shit car. I got the piece of shit car. You guys got to hear that song. That's fucking great. That's one of the greatest karaoke songs out there. So why continue to do that? Why continue to push the same people that have been doing the same shit to you? Right? It's like if foster kids could pick the parents that they had instead of the foster parents picking the parents instead of the foster parents picking the kids, I think a lot of them would have picked different parents because some of them are pretty heinous. I mean, I've heard some fucking horror stories. You know what I mean? You can't pick your same parents, though. My kids, just get that in your head. You're stuck with me. I'm a tuma. I'm like a tuma. Hello, we are watching your stream on Ryan's channel. Oh, it's funny. Well, hello. But my point is Jimmy, just, man, I dig you, bro. You're awesome. Ron Placone, the Miserable Liberal, and everybody on there, Elwood, and the whole 9 yards. You guys are just fantastic. But you had a green on there last week. Wait, here she is, and she was just tremendous. Let me show you who she is. And she's just, I mean, if you look at her resume, this gal that was on the show, here it comes. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, where is it? Okay, where is she? She's right. There she is. There she is. Oh, darn it, sorry. Come on, Jimmy. And there she is. Her name is Gail McLaughlin. Gail McLaughlin. And if you go to Gail McLaughlin's website, you would be truly amazed on what this woman has accomplished. I mean, that's not really a good picture. That's a terrible picture. But I mean, it truly is. She's done some remarkable things, not just for um, her constituents, but for the cities and the areas that she's been a part of. Trying to get a good picture here. If she can just keep a good face. No, can't do it. There you go. That's better. Yeah, I like that. That will work with that one. But anyway, what I'm saying is Jim Keedy, he's done some pretty cool stuff too. But it's that dark shadow of Democrat. Because as I've said, what usually happens once they get to a certain point, or once they get to a certain level in politics, somebody shows them the vault door and they let them peek inside and they see the bazillions of dollars that they can be a part of. And I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time before they get bought off. I mean, with or without Citizens United, with or without McCutcheon versus the FEC, these people are trained. They're coerced, right? They're coerced in some way, shape, or form, and they start bending to the will of the two-party oligarchy, or just one of the parties that, the usual word now is the kleptocracy or the plutocracy. Excuse me. It's the kleptocracy of the plutocracy, right? So the two-party oligarchy, in my professional opinion, it definitely exists. If push comes to shove, they're going to save each other, and I definitely have proof of that. And I'll show you. I'll show you a really. There's many different examples, but one that was very recent that I put on my farting Facebook. All right, here, let's go there. Oh, there's Richard. That's my grandson. He's fantastic. I love that kid. He had a little virus thing the other day, but he's doing a lot better now. But anyway, um, here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So let's see if I can find it. We'll talk about this too real quick. NFL owners approved team-by-team national anthem policy will allow players to remain in the locker room. What the fuck? Here's a good Democrats fighting embarrassing socialism. That's a good point. That kind of helps me with my case here. And Bernie knows all about this. He's going to come out. Oh, this is a good one. I spied, we lied, and I still lost. Fucking piece of shit. But here's what I'm talking about right here. Let me pull this up. So, 16 Democrats who voted to roll back regulations on the banks, plus their campaign donations financial sector in the past 5 years. Look at this. This is Wall Street. These are the banks that own the Democrats. Oh, here's some money. 417,000. Almost 2 million here to Michael Bennett. Shit. Look at this. All right? Look at this. 1.3, almost 1.47 to Mark Warner. Claire McCaskill, of course, she's always in that web of. She's such a poser. That fucking lady is such a poser. But this is my point. This is the point. Jim Keedy will be here in this list. He won't like it, but they'll get him to do it. They'll get him to do it. Republicans to roll the Dodd-Frank banking regulations put in place after the 2008 financial crisis. Well, Dodd-Frank sucks. It was stupid. It was Clinton, who was a Democrat, right? Originally, it was actually Bill Clinton who got rid of Glass-Steagall. And if you understand what Glass-Steagall is, it's regulation so banks can't do predatory lending and they can't go. There were some great regulations in that bill. Great stuff. And who? A Democrat, a presidential Democrat? Bill Clinton got rid of that? So obviously the Dems are for banks, they're for wars, they're for big pharma, they're for so many things that the Green Party isn't. The Republicans are for everything that the Green Party isn't. Um, I like the Green Vigilante Media interview with Laura Wells. When was that? That was that Michael? I think it was Michael Green Gonzalez, right? Had a nice interview with her. Yeah, I got to see that. I would love to interview her. We were on the media committee member meeting last night, and it was good stuff in there. We're really trying hard. Only 24 views 2 days ago. Okay, well, it'll get out there. Got to get it out there. What I try to do, and which I should do some more, is ask you guys to, as soon as you get my videos, if you agree with what I'm doing, and this is how I think. I mean, if my core being in my soul is about saving the planet and all of its inhabitants, I think the decisions I make are pretty simple. Is this going to help the planet? Is this going to help all the inhabitants? No, then we're not going to fucking go in that direction. If it is, we're going to go in that direction. I mean, give or take, lose, win, there's going to be some push and shove. There's going to be some negotiating, some bantering, maybe a little bartering. But the goal of what I'm trying to do is just get the message out there on climate change, get the message out there on how people should be treated. People should have a living wage. It's a livelihood, joy and pain, sunshine and rain, more joy and less pain. Basically, in a freaking nutshell, right? Bob Mersma. What's up, Bob Mersma? Yes. Hi, Bob. Hey, Gordon. Okay, so let me just go back to this real quick, and then I'm going to just open the forum up. Now, there was somebody. Oh, what did I freaking. I got to play this chick. She was epic. Oh, my God. Where is it? Hopefully, I'll find it. Where is she? Is this it? Is this it? Oh, no, please. That's not it. Damn it, that's not it. I don't know who that is. Okay, there was when and where. Just a second. Sorry. Vanessa had a good one. Garcia, Roxanne Smith. Nope. I don't know who these people are. I'm getting a lot of. Hold on. There are two parties there. All right. Here's Chicago. Man, I should have fucking. I was looking at it on my phone. That's why. Oh, when you guys get a chance, check this guy out. This was a very interesting. At the end, he kind of slammed everybody he should have, but this was a very impressive TED talk that this guy had. I thought it was pretty well done. What's his name? Steven Pinker. However, more psychologist, Steven Pinker finds that we're doing better now than we ever did before. In a sense, it's kind of misleading. He kind of tells it like it really is at the end. It's impressive. But anyway, it's something you guys should definitely take a look at. Is that someone? No, it's not up. I'll show it to you. There you go. It's this guy right here, right there. Oh, wait, that needs to be centered. Man, I can't find that. I should have freaking posted that, but I just kind of come on here and just throw shit up, and then we move along. Now, last but not least, this guy is pretty brilliant. Let's go back to here and go to here. I am getting a lot of comments from people, and I am responding. Here's a good one I got from Vanessa Tijarina. She's green. now, I think, again. And she was running for offices. Can someone tell me why any candidate must prove themselves in an election seat prior to be a viable POTUS or vice president? That's a good point. As the Green Party's, as the Green Party, those who support the Green Party, why would we be placing standards like holding an election seat as a standard for POTUS when we all know how hard it is to gain election seats at all? That's a good question. That's good. The POTUS seat is a seat that was meant for a regular person. Don't we sound like a status quo when we want to discredit a viable candidate for simply never holding an elected seat prior to running for POTUS? Best, and I have tons of respect for both of these parties. There's a lot of mixed information here from a lot of people. There's 14 comments. A lot of people just do not. What I'm very surprised at, Chris Blankenthorne, he's actually on the U.S. The Green Party Candidate Support Committee or something like that. These are the ones that support or do not support, or find or do not find, or seek out or do not seek, or help or do not help a Green Party candidate. He's part of that group. He does not like Jesse Ventura. So, and honestly, I haven't heard anything viable yet. Anything viable, anything good. I'm just going to open this up real quick. Get some peeps on. If you guys are willing to come on, I'm willing to have a show. Let's do. Okay, so let's go to live dashboard. Go over here. Put it in there. Probably get a few trolls. Just letting you know, trolls. Got a waiting room for you. Which is on. Oop, I gotta do that. Hold on. Oh, darn it, where is it? Hold on. Just a second, please. One moment, please. Alright, go down here, go to more. Close opt out. Share from meeting, allow attendees to chat, host only, everyone. Alright. So you guys should just be able to come on. I kind of fixed it. Kind of. Alright, let's just make sure I'm doing this right. Hang on. Video settings. Holy mackerel. Howdy, Snark. How you doing, buddy? All right, what was I getting to? This is what I was getting to. Thank you for being here, brother. Okay. Truth, yeah, she's awesome. She gets it. Everybody gets it. So I just have not heard anything substantial. And Truth, I'm telling you, stop calling these people names. It doesn't help you, man. Just let them have their say. Let them say what they want to say. But I just haven't heard anything viable in regards to this guy. Can you hear me, Snort? Snort, can you hear me? Over? Okay. I can't hear you. Oh, it's because of. Okay, there's a reason for that. Yeah. It's all right. I've got this set up now. Hang on, just a second. Just a second. I just un momento, por favor. All right, so it's just a second. Okay, yeah, technology's fun. Is this the right one? All right, go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Oh, you know what? I have that show that's playing. Is that playing on there?
I do hear something.
Okay, yeah, I got to get that off. Hold on. Okay, that's Dr. Steven Pinker. Some
TED Talks.
Yeah. TED Talks are wonderful. I love TED Talks. Okay, so let me go to Jesse Ventura in WikiLeaks. in Wikipedia. Oh, look at that. Oh wow. Let's look at his resume real quick. Shit. I mean, holy shit, right?
I was answering an email. Just started watching right now.
Okay.
Right now. So.
Hey Truth, how you doing, buddy? Okay, so I'm posting this right now. I'm gonna just kind of go over a couple quick things. All right, Jesse James. Oh, I like the born James George Janos. Changed his name. He used his show name. Big fucking deal. Honestly, I wanted my name to be Chemo when I lived in Hawaii, and Chemo means Jim in Hawaiian. Okay, American media personality, politician, professional wrestler. Good for him. 38th governor of Minnesota. Reform Party, Independent Party, Minnesota, Independent. U.S. Navy underwater demolition team. That is freaking hard. He in a team during the Vietnam War. My God, that's amazing. Jesse the Body Ventura, World Wrestling Federation color commentator, WWE Hall of Fame. He was in the movie Predator. We all know that. He was also in Running Man. We all know that. The guy had some good jobs. Let me just go down here. I think there's like a better listing. Just give me a second. Why is my thing off? Early life, early career, single, tag team success, retirement commentary, litigation. That was that thing with somebody else. WWE. Here's the films. He was in some films. Major League. He was in Major League 2? I didn't know that. I don't remember him being. He was also in Batman and Robin. That's cool too. All right, that's fucking cool. Anyway, he's got a resume, just like the rest of us do. Everybody's worked, everybody's had a job. I'm not hearing anything. I'm not really hearing anything that tells me that the guy is evil, that the guy is wrong. I hear a lot of libertarian. But you know what's interesting? Is I don't see Libertarian Party in here. Isn't that interesting? I don't see Libertarian Party, right? And if you look at my, there was a big questionnaire, like 20 questions, and then it kind of puts you in this XYZ graph, right? I don't know if that's called a graph, but I'm like a libertarian socialist. That's what I am. I think he's very similar to my views, and I truly believe he's very similar to at least 80 to 90% of the Greens out there. But for some reason, they just don't like the guy. They're finding any way, shape, or form to just say no. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, if you want to get exposure, if you want to get Jill closer to the hill, this would be a good way of doing it. She could do this in 2020, and then she could run for a Senate seat. But if Jesse's available now, your best bet. And my biggest point is, we don't have time to dick around with this. We honestly, like John Cleese said in the movie, and I've said this a bunch of times. The day the earth stood still, with that wonderful actor Keanu Reeves, and Jennifer Connelly. He said, we're at the precipice. We are at the precipice. We're at the point to where we need people to pay attention to the Green Party. If you have somebody that's at, why does it seem green in here? Is it just me? It seems green. But anyway, I think it's the border or something. I don't know. So what I'm saying is, we are at that point in our lives that if we do not change the direction, or at least get them to look, we're going to have some more problems with the two-party oligarchy. We've got to do something now. And if you want to bring attention to the Green Party, this has got to be the best way to do it, the very best way to do it. He's not going to have him sign a CFAR, have him do something. But the thing is you've got to use somebody that's viable, that's out there, that has a fan base, that can bring people to the party. The problem really is that I'm hearing, the rebuttals that I'm getting, and I think this is a problem, is people are throwing these names at me. You should use this person. You should get that person with this person. I have no idea who the fuck you're talking about, because none of these people, honestly, are known. there's some names that I've seen in some of the responses to my question that I've sent on the forum to just a few people, and I'm just like, I think I've heard of that person's name, but I know for damn sure the rest of the planet and the world has heard of the name Jesse Ventura. It's exposure. You got to understand that. Plus, the guy's right in line with everything we're talking about and everything that we're willing to do. And he's extending his hand out. It just makes absolutely no sense to me. I'm still waiting for somebody to come on and debate me and tell me that he's not good or he's evil. I mean, I'm looking at the guy's resume and I don't see if he's been a hard fucking working man. I mean, I don't care if he's been in film. He's got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like 20 freaking movies that he's done and shows, and he's been always out there. Who's doing that? What candidate do you have that has this kind of notoriety? What candidate do you have out there that has this big of a fan base? And I brought up this really good point as well. Jill Stein will talk, Abby Martin will talk, Glenn Greenwald will talk, um, Bar, Amu Barak, whatever his name is, Baraka, and all these people say what they want to say, and they'll be on some show, and they'll get a few hundred, maybe a few thousand hits. But when this guy gets on somebody's show, thousands and thousands, even millions. I mean, if you were to add up all the uh, subscribers that he has on his show, it outdoes anybody else. The biggest problem that the biggest concern, of course, is that he'll turn. Okay, but how do you know Jill won't turn? Do you really know? You just because Jill's been with the party for like 8 years, maybe. I don't think she's been with the party for more than 10 years. You know what I'm saying? How do we really know somebody's going to stay with the platform or what their constituents want them to stay with? You don't have that guarantee. Gardner brought that up the other day. Nobody really has that guarantee. But you've got to take a chance. And this is the best chance you have. I mean, if I'm going to throw a quarterback into the football game, that's the quarterback I'm going to put. Okay? Go ahead.
Well, in his case, we can look back at what he's done in the past.
Exactly.
So
it's all right there.
His behavior in the past, when he had the option to sell Minnesota out, he didn't.
He did or he didn't? I don't think he did, right?
He did not. He did his job and he did it well. Minnesota really prospered under him.
Yeah, I think he did pretty well. I don't think it was perfect. I mean, he's doing a lot better than some of the people that are governors now. There are governors out there. Okay, there are governors out there. Exactly. Thank you very much for that. There are governors out there right now that are just heinous. What's the guy, Scott Walker?
Yeah.
What a piece of shit. Florida, right? Florida. Yeah. Yeah. Just the worst, disgusting human being. Oh, and Truth, go ahead. Truth, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that also when you look at the problems that happened in his administration, wasn't his administration, it was the legislature because he had nobody there, with him. Like, everybody in that legislature was against they were at complete war with the third party governor. Like, they needed to take this person out, and they needed to do it now because he wasn't falling in line with the things that they were collaborating on. Because Democrats and Republicans collaborate on a hell of a lot of damaging stuff. But anyway, I just. And it also cuts down deep into the fact that, this world is melting down. Societies are melting down. Like you see what's happening with the Koreas now. because of Trump's warmongering at, cabinet, John Bolton, wanting to blow up, wanting to do the Libya model with with um with North Korea, and I just see people like Chris Blankenthorne, which I really don't know as a person, so I'm going to refrain from attacking him. I guess I have this mental issue where I attack people when I really shouldn't. And then you, thankfully, James, you helped me out with that. So that's good. That's good. But it's just we're reaching a point in this world, and if we don't get somebody in there, and we don't get somebody in there now to cool this boiling point down, like loads and loads of people are gonna die. Loads of people are gonna die, and people are gonna probably say, "Oh man, maybe we should just run Rosa Clemente." I love Rosa, so don't get me wrong when I said that, but people are just saying, "Oh, we just need to run some organizer, somebody who's just been organized," and that's something that I understand, and that's somebody you can put in the VP position, like Jill Jamu. I don't care, but as long as you have that juggernaut, and that's what I consider Jesse, that juggernaut.
Mm.
That I just, James, I see what's happening. I see children having their limbs blown off, and I'm done with it. I hate getting serious like that, but I'm done with it. Those photos, they haunt me for real, because I look at where I am. I look at how safe I've been relative to like how safe my childhood was. Not necessarily. Like I didn't grow up real privileged. I didn't grow up rich, but it was relatively far more safe than what I see these children going through. Little girls, little boys losing their legs, losing their arms. I've seen it. And why are we? I'm sorry. I don't know. I want it. I want something to be solved, and I want something to be solved now. Now in all caps, I guess. If anything, any of my rambling made sense, I hope it did.
Yeah, it made sense to where you're tired of the wars and people being killed, and that's why I wanted to bring this up. And this is it's a good point that you brought this up. And what's good about you is you have some really good stuff. There's a little more. There's a few more pieces to it that you could probably find, but I'll help you out. So if we look at this, I don't mind helping you, bro. It's all good. So if you look at this, oh shit, I already got it up. Jesse Ventura was with the Reform or Independence Party. It used to be the Reform Party, that Independence Party. So he already knows what he's in for. He already has. You brought that point up just now. You could not have a better person that knows what's going to happen if he does at all ever become the president of the United States, what he's going to go through. He's been through it already. He's been through the black sheep of the fucking two-party oligarchy family. He knows what these people are going to do. He's experienced. That is a huge point that you just pointed out, and that probably needs to be used definitely in his favor. He he understands what's going to happen. He not only understands it, he's lived through it. So knowing that, he's like, I can't wait till this, because now he's a veteran of it. Now he's the senior of it. Now he's a master of this. So he'll know what to look for. He'll know what the nuances that are going to happen. He'll see the signs coming before they even get there, because he's already been through the everybody ganging up on me or the everybody not helping me thing. And he'll know how to manipulate and move things in the direction he needs to help you. to help the people. He's not asking for a raise, by the way, when he's going to the White House. Like these freaking people on the Hill in the House and the Senate do for themselves every couple of years. They always give themselves like a 5-10% raise or something. He knows what he's in for. He understands the position that he's going for. He's already been as an executive. He's been a mayor. He has more experience to do this than Donald Trump has in his fucking fingernail, in his tiny little hand's fingernail, on his pinky, right? He has way more experience than he has in his than Trump has in his whole family. I meant to say, sorry. I mean, okay. Jesse Ventura has more experience than Donald Trump's entire family and his entire administration in his own pinky than all those people do.
And like a lot of people keep arguing, like, oh, he's just such a right-wing libertarian. The only governor who managed to open up trade relations with Cuba, a country that had a trade embargo on it, with the president opposing Ventura's move. Yeah, he did that. Like he went to Cuba, met Fidel Castro, and lifted up a trade embargo for 3 days. So that's I don't see why that's not mammoth to a lot of these people. It's I don't like Fidel's I don't like what he does to people in terms of the camps that he had, but I still like somebody who opened up trade with Fidel Castro, the only one who did that before the Obama administration lifted it, I guess. But you can look it up, but or you can just look at Jesse talk about it. Just type in Jesse Ventura's unsuspected friendship with Fidel Castro.
Oh yeah, I've seen the pictures. I've seen the pictures of him with this person and that person and this person and that person. But like I said, I used to be a Republican. I used to be a serious Democrat. A lot of people used to be Republicans. A lot of people used to be serious Democrats. A lot of people used to hang out with this person or that person who took photos or shots. Especially him in what he's done and what he's accomplished. He's put himself out there. He knows how to do the public relations bit. He understands how that works. Unlike a lot of people on the Green Party, they do not understand how public relations work. They do not understand how actual targeting marketing works. Or when you have a niche or niche marketing that Jesse has. He has a niche on pretty much every angle that's needed to bring people into the party. And I will tell you this right now: if they don't start to understand how viable this guy is, then I don't think they'll ever get it. I think then they may have the wrong people running the show up there at the top. And if they're watching right now, look, I'm sorry, but you guys have got to at least contemplate this. You have got to at least do the research and find out, and maybe just talk to him. Just find out where his head's at. Don't just go off of, what I'm telling you, which you shouldn't do anyway. But go off what you do when you have a discussion with him. Hey, Jess, we just wanted to sit down with you. We want to have a video conference on Zoom. Do it through me. I'll bring him on here, and we'll all have a video conference and let him ask them questions. And just go after the guy and see where his head's at. Get him on tape. Get him committing to doing the things that's needed for the Green Party.
I think the matter of the fact for me is it's largely has to do with the fact that you have Jimmy Dore already prepared to promote it. Lee Camp once asked Jesse on his show, would you have Jill as a running mate? I remember I was looking through clips, but and it's just something you gotta jump on. I mean, I know it's the midterms right now, but this, when you're doing when you're going up against this corporate machine, this destructive machine.
Yeah.
Like there's like you have to build up armor, and that's what I've been trying to do in terms of Facebook primarily.
Hey, I got a quick question for you though, Chip. What's the biggest argument that sits in your head that these guys are telling you? What is their that he's what? Libertarian? You keep hearing libertarian?
He's a libertarian, he's a celebrity.
Right. How many of those have we had in office? I mean, libertarian is a double-edged coin. It's double-edged sword. It's you libertarian isn't bad, but then it's not really good if Ayn Rand is involved. Libertarian is somebody that wants their freedom. They want to be independent. They want their own solar. They want their own water. They want to take care of themselves. But then when you throw Ayn Rand into the mix, it turns into the me, fuck everybody else. So that's what happened to the libertarian. If you have a libertarian socialist, you have I want my freedom. I want my net neutrality. I don't want to be spied on. And then I also want, my socialism side, which is healthcare for all, 15 decent living wage, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's where he is completely. And then, no more wars and all that other good stuff. So the libertarian thing just doesn't, it's kind of, it's futile. To me, libertarian, when they throw that out there, it's not, what side are they using? Are they using the Ayn Rand side? Like he's just me, a selfish, or are they using the libertarian? I want my freedoms, which I think he likes. He wants his freedoms. He doesn't want to be controlled by the government. We should control the government. He understands that. That's pretty much what's happening with that. What else? What else are we hearing? Okay, and then the whole thing with the just show. What is that? This being a celebrity. Okay, so I think every president that's ever been a president has been on some late night talk show, either blowing a saxophone or doing some kind of rap song or doing something in a celebrity type status immediately. And then somebody that wasn't really a celebrity at all, but just some crazy ass fucking wannabe, which he was, a multi-millionaire, did a reality show and he became a president. I mean, what does that tell you about our country? But the thing is I don't have a problem with him being a professional wrestler. I don't have a problem with him doing, Captain Workout, what he used to do. I don't know if you ever said
he was Captain Freedom for the Running Man.
Yeah, Captain Freedom. But what was that one that used to do these workouts? It was so awesome. He's wearing those spandex pants.
Captain Freedom.
Yeah, Captain Freedom, and then he would do these workouts, right? You want to be like Captain Freedom, you need to work out like Captain Freedom. Oh, was that on? That was on the Running Man. That was on the Running Man. So I get it. That's all coming back to me now. But
yeah.
And that was just part of him acting, part of him being a part of the show. Tell me, so you're telling me actors aren't workers? See, people think that if you're a musician or you're an actor, you shouldn't be a politician. Like if I was a rock star, if Rick, is it Rick Perry? Steve Perry, right? If Steve Perry, from come on, Snark, you know what I'm talking about. Steve Perry from the guy with the big lips. I can't believe I just forgot the name of this goddamn band. But anyway, let's just say you're a big celebrity, rock star, and you're with Aerosmith, right? You're with Aerosmith and you're Steve Perry. And you want to run for office. People, just because you're Steve Perry, does that mean that you're not viable? That your job wasn't important? You didn't pay taxes? You didn't work? You didn't take care of kids? You didn't clean your car. You didn't buy groceries. You didn't, do the things that you needed to do, pay rent, pay a mortgage. These are, most Americans do these things. So when I hear celebrity, you're like, fuck, that's ridiculous. I mean, there's somebody out there. Who is it? Who's Alice? What's that guy's name? Snork. I think you know who I'm talking about. Got the circles around his eyes, dark circles. Alice Cooper. No, Alice, you're on mute.
Alice Cooper, his real name is Vincent Fournier.
Vincent Fournier, great golfer. Also, he's very politically in tune, isn't he? Correct. He's been a great advocate of a lot of people out there, and I think he's very liberal and he's very progressive. But
Sure.
Is he, or is he Republican?
I think he's Republican.
Okay, but still, what I'm saying is are you sure?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it. Can we look it up? But anyway, thank you. But I'm saying is there's people out there that just because they were celebrities or rock stars or something, they're not in the mix of life. If you want to use wrestling, and there was a troll that comes on to my Facebook all the time. It's like clockwork. Anytime I throw something out there that's heavy duty, heavy that really tears at the Democrats or just very threatening to both parties, I get hit on my Facebook. And this one guy said that he used to be a WWF wrestler. You know how honest they are. It's a fucking show, you moron. But you're still watching Days of Our Lives, right? I bet. Because that's a show too. And it's a bunch of bullshit. It's just drama. But it's like physical drama. So it's a freaking job. The guy's got the credentials. He's got what it takes. He's putting his hand out there saying, hey man, if you guys want me to, let's have a conversation. So there's the group.
James.
Go ahead, man.
Do you know who Kyle Kalinske is?
Yeah, I do.
He's one of the young Turks. He's a secular hawk.
Yeah.
I sent you a link. It's a good link. You don't play the entire video if you don't want to, or if you don't play the video at all if you don't want to. But it's
right.
I think it's a good one actually.
Where did you put it?
In the participants chat.
With us, Zoom chat? Or the live chat? Oh, I see it. I got it. Okay, so.
Jesse Ventura went on our friend Jimmy Dore show, and he made a really powerful argument against Donald Trump.
Okay, I'm going to play that because it sounds good already. So let me just get to this real quick. Hang on. Oh, you know what? The thing is, I can't search through my crap. Snort, can you play that? Pretty please, while I look for this other stuff. I'd truly appreciate it, bro. Oh, I gotta go off. My son's calling me. Let me do this and just go ahead and play it, bro. Thank you very much. Hello?
Hey, so Chase got a load in the face at 24 on accident. Someone went for like a layup and they were driving in. He got hit really hard.
He got what?
I thought he was elbowed in the face. I thought he was over exaggerating. He fell down and like blacked out.
Powerful argument against Donald Trump.
He gets hurt.
The judges are good at that. They never accept the wrong.
But okay, well his eye started swelling up. He definitely has a black eye, and he might have a concussion. So you might want to go to the hospital and call mom. I'm not exactly sure what hospital they're at, but it's the one closest to our house.
Where did this happen?
At 24.
Did he run into something, or what happened? Got a fight?
I just told you. He was defending. He was at the by the hoop, and this guy drove in, and Chase got in the way, and this guy he got elbowed in the face on accident. And
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm pretty
sure he has a concussion. He definitely has a black eye.
Well, if you hit the. Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna contact your mom, and hopefully she'll answer. and let me know where if she wants me to come down or not. It depends on the severity.
She said you should probably come down.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Okay, call her. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Well, then I took an oath to defend myself against Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is violating the Constitution by going to war without Congress's permission. And I don't give a crap about these lawyers' opinions that they bring in who try to whitewash it around and look for openings in it. It's very clear. You don't go to war unless Congress votes for it. Our founding
All right, what's going on?
Chase got elbowed in the face, basketball game at the gym, fell, lost consciousness. The boys have no idea how long. They said maybe 30 seconds. He has a swollen eye. He was complaining about not being able to hold his head up and very blurry vision out of his eye. So I took him to the emergency. He's in here now. The doctors brought him straight in out of the car. I couldn't get him out of the car. Couldn't hold his neck up. He's okay now. He's calmed down. They're on it. They're going to get a CT scan, and he's doing okay. Do you want to talk to him? I'm sure he'd like to hear your voice.
Yeah, let me talk to him. Hello? Are you ready for some football? You're kind of hurt, buddy? You going to be all right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to come down. I'm coming down, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I love you. Give the phone back to your mom. All right, could you text me the hospital where he's at, Patty?
Is this Saddleback where we always go, off El Toro?
Off El Toro.
He doesn't have any open wounds. He does not need any stitches. He just has a swollen eye.
Okay, I'm just gonna come down anyway. Okay, so I don't know where that is. Is it next to the? Is this? That's the one that's next to the shopping mall, right?
It's next to the old Laguna Hills Mall, by the In-N-Out that we've met in a million times.
Oh, okay, behind there in the back. Okay, through the back way.
Back way, yes.
Okay, I'll be there in about 25, 30 minutes.
Okay, well, I'll call you.
Just keep me posted how things are going. Okay, bye. So Kyle Kalinske was cool with that.
Did you see it, James? Or did
No, I was. So here's what I got to do, guys. My 13-year-old was playing basketball because he's 6'1", and he plays basketball with big people. And he's not bad, but he's tough. But he got elbowed by some adult coming in hard to the lane, knocked him out, got a big black eye. Now he's at emergency. I got to go check him out. So I think I've got to get going. So I'm super sorry about that, guys. But I want to say thank you for coming. And listen, Jimmy's not an idiot. Lee Camp's not an idiot. I'm not that smart. That's for damn sure. But Jesse is going to be probably the best ticket with Jill that there could ever be for this party. Because if you don't pick the right people this go round, I don't think you'll have another chance in the future. I really don't. And get away from the stereotypical shit and just let it go. We really have no other choice, in my opinion, other than just stupid shit happening over and over again with this party. So anyway, that's the truth. I gotta go. My son's in an emergency, and I gotta go check him out. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay.
Okay. Good night, James.
All right. That means I have to turn the show off. So we'll see you guys later. Aloha. All right, sorry guys. Emergency. Son got cab, but he wants to play with the big boys. You know, when you want to play with the big boys, you know you're gonna get hit. So I just talked to him. He's not feeling good. I'm gonna go check him out. All right. Aloha. Aloha, you guys. Have fun. Take care. Bye bye.